So, this guy was my friend. I put up with his bullshit for 3 fucking years. Like, one night he was drunk and we were up above the city a little bit and he was screaming racist and sexist obscenities.
You got the nigger burgers.
Yeah, do you want it?
Yeah.
You want a nigger burger?
Stop. Stop doing that. He's black.
We have extra crispy.
Extra crispy nigger burgers. You got extra crispy nigger burgers.
Okay, please. They are getting
Joker Whopper nigger burger. You got me. He found that funny.
And you guys probably saw it on Instagram. He does prank calls where he's like, "Hey, you have any N-word burgers?" And obviously says the word.
Listen, we've learned a lot here about the Santa Cruz Joker. If you want the story of the Santa Cruz Joker, there's no better show than Pod Awful. We've covered everything on him. We're the ones to reveal everything about him, and we've made many more things happen. Of course, we revealed his many arrests in the past. We revealed the fact that his father was a Nazi who was murdered, possibly by Harlan. We've been introduced to these characters in his world, including recently a guy we love. You just saw him in this video, a little fellow we call Igglybuff. He's so precious. He must be protected at all costs. We've learned that Harlan used to be Lunatic Leonard. He's a racist, all these different things. And now we're being introduced to a brand new character in the Santa Cruz-averse, if you will, a guy by the name of Driftwood. This video is all about Driftwood and the very recent falling out that the Santa Cruz Joker and Driftwood had. We learned last week, I crowned Santa Cruz Joker the new Mr. Burgers. He will be doing Mr. Burgers burger reviews now. Give it up in the chat room for that. And I played you, you're seeing clips now of a video where he was out and about just last month, streaming live with this guy Driftwood and Igglybuff, and now Driftwood and Harlan are mortal enemies. You're not going to believe what happened.
You got those Joker nigger
People are
burgers.
gonna get so fucking mad. He's been doing prank calls of that, like, the past 2 weeks. It's hilarious.
Well, that one guy wanted me to say it to his face.
Right.
You got nigger burgers.
Sam!
Yes, we got extra crispy nigger burgers.
Oh my god.
That was Igglybuff saying it just then. The other guy, though, the guy leading the charge there, he calls him Sam. Sam, that's the real name of Driftwood. Driftwood, good guy. We like Driftwood, nice guy.
Yeah, we got that though. Hey, bro. Hey, brother, bro. I've had the extra crispy nigger burger, and I'll tell you right now, I'm here to promote it, and it's good.
I guess you guys know what this live stream is
Nigger
brought to you
burger's
by.
great.
Oh, my head hurts.
I like to wear knickerbockers while eating the nigger burger, honestly.
See, clearly, Santa Cruz Joker, Harlan, he likes it. He's laughing. He's enjoying this. But then he puts out this video where he's very mad with Driftwood.
Oh my Christ! And he's black, so he feels like he can do that.
We're live. I want some knickerbockers, some nigger whoppers, and some nigger hoes.
There's Driftwood.
And they're saying, I mean, it all intents and purposes, they're allowed to say it, so. But then he goes, "Can you have any slur for Jew fries?" Like, he starts using other slurs of other races and stuff, and it's like, dude, no. Download
Got
it.
any cake waffles?
Oh my god.
Do you have any wetback burritos?
All right.
Got any wetback burritos?
This is a burrito place. This is...
Nigger burgers.
Porch monkey fries.
Kike pizzas.
Okay, you blacks are allowed to say certain things.
You blacks are allowed to say certain things. Harlan is in charge of what you blacks are allowed to say. You see, Driftwood got mad at Harlan because Harlan started being racist toward Driftwood. Now, it's all fun and games. Hey, listen, if you're friends with people, you can joke with each other about race, you know, their weight, whatever it is, the little things. You prod at people because you love them. They know, they can feel that from you. But if you're actually racist toward your own friend, then you've got a problem. You know, I make jokes here. This is a comedy show. I make jokes here all the time. I don't actually hate anybody. I got tons of black friends. You know, I got tons of people, friends of all stripes. And Harlan's used that excuse before. I know I've heard that thing where, oh, I've got a black friend before. Well, that's Harlan's excuse. Keep that in mind. So I couldn't be, he calls me racist. I'm not racist. I'm a comedy man. I literally get paid to make people laugh. I'm joking with the people I love. Driftwood used to think that Harlan was joking with someone he loves, and then he realized, no, Harlan's serious about this stuff. He's an actual racist.
We got them nigger waffles.
You're a fucking racist. You think it's hilarious. He's been doing it for like a month now. He thinks it's fucking insanely funny to call up hardworking people and just harass them over the phone at random restaurants and shit.
And wait till you hear what happens when he does that. These prank calls he's talking about, Harlan was there for those, okay? This is the biggest hypocrite in the world. I think we've already revealed that in the story of the Santa Cruz Joker before, but nothing will compare to tonight's episode, because tonight on the show, we couldn't get the Santa Cruz Joker on here. My first attempt at ever contacting him was to ask him to come on. I thought he might actually be a friend of the show. We kind of liked him. Now he calls me a Trump supporter and racist and a homophobe. All this stuff is not true. I don't support Trump, or I don't vote. Okay? Look at me. You think I vote? So I don't know where he comes up with all this stuff. He wouldn't come on the show. So we got the next best thing. We got a guy who now hates Harlan, who knew him well, knew him intimately. They were brothers. You'll hear Harlan say that here in just a second. They were best friends. He knows everything about Harlan, and he's ready to spill the beans. We will be interviewing Driftwood tonight on the show.
Like, dude's murdered at least 3 fucking people.
Uh-oh.
Like, he gets into fights with everyone all the fucking time for looking at him sideways. He's a fucking psycho. And for him to call me a fucking racist over some shit that's taken out of context, highly edited fucking clips of Lunatic Leonard, an old fucking character. If you don't understand that I used to play a fucking character named Lunatic Leonard, that's fine. But unless you see the fucking makeup on my face, it's irrelevant. It's shit I've denounced, that I moved on from. You need to grow the fuck up. Nah, Driftwood. Nah. You're fucking scum, dude. You're a homeless piece of trash who will never do anything with his fucking life. You're 28 fucking years old, and you've done fucking nothing.
Harlan claims to love the homeless. His whole thing now, he hangs out with homeless guys every night, every single night. We know his entire schedule. Every single night, he goes to the top floor of this cafe thing. It's called Cafe Mare in Santa Cruz. He goes to the top floor of that. He does his Joker makeup. We know his whole routine. He goes to this Catalyst Club. One of the things we learned in the story of the Santa Cruz Joker recently, he's a rapist. He tried to drug a girl. A girl contacted me and said they caught him trying to drug her. Turns out I was right. It wasn't the only time he's tried it. That's according to Driftwood. We'll talk to him about that. So we know his whole routine, and the biggest part of his routine is he goes and hangs out with all the homeless kids in Santa Cruz, and yet every time one of them makes him even the littlest, tiniest bit of mad, just the smallest little thing, it's, oh, fuck you, homeless guys. You'll never amount to anything. Harlan, by the way, lives in this apartment. It's a 1 by 1 foot, there's a single square foot of space inside this apartment. I'm pretty sure Section 8 housing. He lives off of SSI. He's been lying about having a job, which I had somebody contact me about that. He lies and says he's a scientist or a lab assistant. Wrong. A few years ago, he was working retail. He no longer has a job. He is essentially a homeless person. I mean, he's just one SSI check away from being homeless, and yet he thinks he's so much better than guys like Driftwood, and I think that's sickening.
Nothing with your fucking life. You just threaten people and act like you're some big fucking tough guy. You're an asshole. You're a fucking traitor. I put up with you for you call me a fucking racist? Why would I be your friend for 3 fucking years? You're annoying, violent fucking ass.
And here's a very stupid comment in the chat room. Somebody says, oh, well, a tried rapist isn't a rapist. If I'm reading this correctly, I think what they're trying to say is he attempted to rape somebody, wasn't successful, so he's not a rapist. That just makes you an attempted rapist. And I don't know if you know the key word in that phrase, but it's rapist! And that's just the one we know of. You think it's his first time? And okay, if he was successful, what would that make him? And if he's successful the next time, you think he went, dang, I got caught. Well, I give up. Yeah, that's how it usually works. Are you psycho? Come on, man. Look at this guy. He's dangerous. I know he's dangerous because he's been sending me death threats, real ones. He says he's looking for where I live.
You were my brother. I loved you. I cared for you.
I loved you, Anakin.
We took care of each other. Now you're gonna pull this kind of fucking shit, spreading rumors about me all over the fucking place, sending people to try to fucking fight me? You know what happens when people try to fucking fight me?
Hey, dude, I know you ain't recording this shit.
No, I'm recording me. Can't even see shit. Also, I will kill you.
So he'll kill people.
It ain't gonna be pretty. And I'm gonna be the one walking away.
I know.
You're fucking scum, Driftwood.
We got them nigger burgers.
He just hit him. He literally just hit Driftwood in the face. I mean, hit him. Now listen to his excuse for this hit. It's a very weak, he's scared. This isn't a guy giving an excuse because, oh, I'm sorry, something overcame me. This guy's scared because he realized he went a little too far. He thinks he's the one who will walk away from a fight. Well, listen to the pathetic loser tremble in his voice here.
I hope I didn't hit you too hard there. I just wanted to like push you away and then it just kind of went a slap.
We got
You are a fucking traitor. And now everybody fucking knows it. There's no act. There's no joke. Fuck you. I did so much for that piece of shit. For him to just turn on me like that.
Wait a second.
All grandstanding and pontification aside, I just have to say this.
Mr. Burgers over here.
Yeah.
I don't know what else to say.
He said it. He actually said, I'm Mr. Burgers over here. I crowned him Mr. Burgers last week, and he really said it. Listen.
I don't know what else.
Hang on. Let me roll it back a little further. Listen.
All grandstanding and pontification aside, I just have to say this.
Mr. Burgers over here.
Yeah.
I'm
I don't know what else
Mr.
to
Burgers over here. Remember, remind him, make those burger videos. But the thing is, he might not be able to for much longer. Driftwood went looking for the Santa Cruz rapist. He confronted him in the street, screaming at him that he is a rapist. I'm going to show you that video tonight. We're going to call Driftwood and talk to him and hopefully talk to his other friend, Iggly Buff, a.k.a. the Santa Cruz Bane, a.k.a. the Santa Cruz Pennywise. That's right, there's two clown kings of Santa Cruz. I've got their phone numbers. I've been talking to them, and they are scared of Harlan. The Santa Cruz Joker is no joke, okay? Just because he's the Hamburglar now doesn't mean he won't try to stab you. He's out there, he's dangerous, and he needs to be stopped. And I just don't want a guy like Driftwood, a nice guy like that, to be in trouble. I don't want him to get into any sort of self-defense situations. Let's go bully the internet. This is Pod Awful.
Pod Awful TV. Oh, y'all is doing it right. Pod Awful sucks, you faggot. Puss boy. This is your day job. You scam artist, douchebag. You're the worst, motherfucker. Get off. You fucking little piece of shit. You're crazy. You're fucking dweeb, faggot, jackass. Pod Awful sucks. You know what? You're not funny. I want to really kick your ass.
My mom doesn't like it when I mention Pod Awful anymore.
Clown syndrome. Of course, welcome. Pod Awful. I'm your host, Jesse P.S. Thank you guys for joining me live here. It's going to be a good one. Ooh, my camera is going crazy. Look at that. What is going on with that camera? Well, anyway, that one's fine, I guess. Hi, everybody. Welcome. Pleasure to have you here. I'm so glad you joined me live. I saw in the chat room somebody said, I think it was Lila, said Driftwood is a king. He really is. You got to see this guy. I mean, this dude rules. I love Driftwood. He's our friend. Do not do not be mean to Driftwood. He's a good guy, okay? And he's going to help us out tonight. We will talk to him soon. Remember that time I stabbed that racist guy, and they're quoting Igglybuff in the chat room. Did Igglybuff say that? I don't even remember. There's so much deep, deep lore to the Santa Cruz Joker. I can't even keep up with it all, and I'm the keeper of the texts when it comes to it. I mean, this is tough. The whole reason I have to record this show is because I'll forget it all. There's too much. It's too much too soon. And, you know, the Santa Cruz Joker, he likes to tell people that I've been talking about him for 3 years or something. The number goes up we only started talking about him late last year, middle to late last year. So he lies about that and says I've been covering him for a while. It's not true. And in that short amount of time, maybe half a year's time, we've revealed so much. There's so much good content in there. And it's just getting crazier. I mean, we're at the point where the guy has absolutely attempted committing crimes. It's been seen. Now, Driftwood claims he saw Santa Cruz Joker attempt to drug that girl that we had talked about earlier, okay? That's according to him. We're going to hear him out on that. Hopefully, we can talk to Igglybuff about it as well. Let's see what happened when Driftwood actually encountered the Santa Cruz Joker on the street. Santa Cruz Joker's out there. He's making his rounds, his homeless guy rounds. And Driftwood comes up out of nowhere. And like a scared little bitch, Harlan starts filming Driftwood doing this. He's trying to get any support from anyone around him. Take a look at this.
Oh, look, it's the murderer, Driftwood. It's Driftwood the murderer. It's Driftwood the murderer. Driftwood the murderer. Driftwood the murderer. Driftwood the murderer. Murdering piece of shit. Why are you doing this, Sam? Why the fuck are you doing this? Nothing fucking happened. He was there that night when I got kicked out of the fucking...
Whoa.
You're a piece of shit.
When I got... Now, he keeps saying, you're a murderer. I've talked to Driftwood. He's told me he's had to do some things he's not proud of. But he's not in jail, I mean, he's not in jail. He must not have done anything too bad. You're a murderer. Well, is he a murderer? I don't know. Did he have to defend himself? Sure. And we don't want him to have to do that again. Now, Driftwood comes up. He's going, you're a racist. But he's also saying, you're a rapist. Now, every time he says you're a racist, Harlan quickly says, no, I'm not. You're a racist. Every time he says you're a rapist, Harlan doesn't address it.
Racist, dude. All your fucking prank calls are racist as fuck. You're fucking...
And of course, there's a guy in the background just going, the internet. I love that guy. Whoever that guy is, he might even be on Harlan's side. I like him. That would be me in that situation. That's very funny.
You're racist as shit, bro. Get the fuck out of here. You're worthless. You're a worthless, nothing piece of shit who does nothing with his life. Why sympathize?
Because he's homeless. I love the homeless, but you're worthless. You're a piece of shit. You'll never amount to anything. By the way, Driftwood, an amazing skater. He rides a skateboard. An amazing skater. Great guy.
Because I thought you needed some more friends.
Much more than Harlan could ever. Harlan is 300 plus pounds. If he stood on a skateboard, it would not just crack in half. It would splinter off into so many different pieces. Some of them would go into orbit and never stop until they put out the sun.
This nigga, that. I haven't called you a single fucking word. You're the one who puts up videos of you making prank calls, harassing hardworking people.
Puts up prank calls, harassing hardworking people. Let's actually stop this one real quick. And I hope Driftwood's out there and he's okay. I was supposed to call him by now, but I hope he's okay waiting just a second longer because I want you guys to see this stuff first. Let's check out those prank calls Harlan keeps talking about. Now, here it is from Driftwood's Instagram. This is the prank call that Harlan is talking about. And notice something interesting happening in this prank call.
Hi, I want a nigger burger, and don't put any Jews in that burger. I want a nigger burger.
How about you come up there and sit here and say it to my face? That's some powerful energy that fucking dude had right now.
That's Harlan recording the video. I mean, he's not. You can hear Harlan giggling during the call, and Harlan is the one recording it And his voice is in, I mean, that's clearly his voice at the end of it. Oh, but he's harassing hardworking people. Well, you enabled it. He only did it because you filmed it, right? He wouldn't have done it off camera. That wouldn't make any sense. So this is his whole defense is, oh, you're the bad guy. Harlan, you're involved in anything bad. And by the way, prank call. That's not, who cares? It's a prank call. No one's hurt. Unless the guy actually made burgers and didn't hold the Jews, then nobody got hurt.
I am 10 million times louder than you!
I was just about to say, Harlan thinks a good argument is yelling louder, and then he actually says it.
Harassing hardworking people! I am 10 million times louder than you!
I'm 10 million times louder than you. Not one more, not one less.
Get the fuck out of here, Sam, you piece of shit! You can laugh all the fuck you want, but you're a fucking murderer!
And you're a rapist.
Fuck off!
We got somebody, and this is fine. Daniel John in the chat room right now, he says, who is Harlan? Where is he from? What is his profession? I'm new to this channel, so I'm kind of lost. Can somebody fill me in? I'd love to, and I hope you go back through our catalog here and watch the old videos we did on him, because we do the best story of the Santa Cruz Joker here. But this guy, Harlan, he goes by the name Santa Cruz Joker. His whole thing, we love making fun of guys who are Joker guys. We call them the Earth's Jokers. You see, the Earth has many Jokers. And they're guys who dress up as the Joker, walk around as the Joker, and pretend to be the Joker. Harlan's one of those guys, and he's also one of the most notorious ones. Now, where is he from? Santa Cruz. He's the Santa Cruz Joker. And what is his profession? None. He is a drain on society. That's all you really need to, if that's not enough for you, buddy, I mean, I can't help you there. But there's a lot going on with him. What you need to know for tonight is he's a rapist, he's a racist, and he is turning against his homeless friends.
Oh, no, I'm not, you piece of fucking crap! You lying piece of shit! This is an A-B conversation. Move on, sir.
This is an A and B conversation, so move your way out.
Fuck you!
Harlan claims, by the way, he has 165 plus IQ. It's incredible. He thinks he's one of the smartest guys. He's one of the Earth's smart guys. He's not. He's actually one of the dumber men out there. And, of course, he's saying, I've never said these words. I've never said the N-word to you, Driftwood. Well, look, I don't know if he did or didn't. Here's what I do know. He sent me a little song, a little ditty. You might have heard it. It went something like, nigga, 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 you're a stupid nigger. Something like that. You've heard it on the show before. I don't need to play it again. There is a little ditty I do need to play, though, before we continue. This guy, he wanted to know who the Santa Cruz Joker was. Well, how could you know if I don't play the Santa Cruz Joker theme song? That's when the theme song's supposed to kick in. Now! And now!
You all think you know me, that you understand me, that you comprehend me, but you have no idea what I am, what kind of demon you're dealing with.
He's the one and only Joker of Santa Cruz. He loves the hydro and he loves the booze. A madcap with Mundo notoriety, hating on the homeless because we live in a society. The Santa Cruz Joker, he's a midday toker, a whiny little bitch and ain't nobody woker. A karaoke legend, he's locally notorious. He's basically as far as you can get from meritorious.
There you go. He's basically as far as you can get from meritorious. That should tell you everything you need to know. Somebody's laughing at the idea of him having a job. Dunning-Kruger effect, they're saying in the chat room. Yeah, he's primarily a burger reviewer, though. Yeah, how can I forget? He's Mr. Burgers. That's the other thing. He's also a Mr. Burgers. He's one of the Earth's Mr. Burgers, which is now a thing. He's a Cosby cocktailer. Roll the tape. I did roll that beautiful bean footage. Thank you. And that was Echo C. He's the guy who said the stupid comment earlier. So I guess he's fine. All right, everybody be nice to that guy. He'll learn. He'll learn what a rapist is. That's okay. Oof, he's massive. Exactly. He claims to be 220 pounds. That's another thing you need to know. He says, I'm only 220. Did you see him?
Fuck you! Fuck off, Sam, you homeless tweaker! You fucking useless shit! Get the fuck out of here, Sam!
Sam is
Sam,
Driftwood.
fuck off, man! You're a fucking hobo tweaker who doesn't have a fucking job or a fucking life! You have nothing! You are nothing!
Wow.
You are a fucking murderer and a fucking liar!
I mean, that's...
You fucking homeless twat!
Those are hard words to
He's
hear.
harassing me! Fuck off, lady!
How about you just cut the shit and walk away and be a man?
Why don't you just walk away and be a man? Okay, so some lady comes up to Harlan and goes, why don't you just walk away and be a man? He just got no response to that. He ends the video there. Now, the amazing thing about this confrontation is we have the other side of it. Driftwood also recorded this, and we can watch this from the other angle here. Driftwood's side of it. I love this. I mean, this is maybe one of the greatest interactions I've ever gotten to do on this show. So let's take a look at Driftwood's side of things here.
Oh, rapist named Santa Cruz Joker. You tried to roofie 2 girls at the Catalyst and got kicked out.
It's true.
And you tried to rape a girl at the boardwalk. You are a fucking rapist.
Loser. You obsessive asshole. Go away.
No.
He was there that night.
By the way, Joker is outside of the Catalyst Club where he tried to rape that girl right there. That's the Catalyst is like right around the corner. It's right there.
I didn't do anything.
In 2017.
No, I didn't do anything to anybody. You fucking piece of shit. You're a fucking murderer. You murder people, you asshole. Get the fuck out of here.
Was just laughing.
You're not a rapist.
I haven't done anything.
You're a rapist.
You're a murderer. You have no leg to stand on.
Hey, you're a rapist.
You have
You're a
nothing but your
rapist.
fucking camera. Piss off, asshole.
You're a fucking rapist.
You're a fucking piece of shit that gets in a fight with everybody who looks at you sideways.
So?
You're a fucking psycho.
So, what's wrong with that?
He says, Driftwood goes, so what's wrong with being a psycho? Who can? And good point, Driftwood, because this is a guy whose whole thing is cosplaying in real life as a psycho. You're a psycho. That's the best he can come up with. What's wrong with that? Nothing. You idiot. Dr. Dre's dead. He's locked in my basement.
Rapist.
You're a piece of
And
shit.
you tried to stab 2 kids.
You're a liar.
Rapist.
Whoa. And he said, and he tried to stab 2 kids at the, we're going to find out about that. There's actually another confrontation. That wasn't the other side of the confrontation we just saw. I believe this one is.
This is Santa Cruz Joker. He's a rapist. He tried to roofie 3 girls.
I didn't do anything.
Numbers are going up.
Karaoke bar by the beach.
I was
2 at the Catalyst. He got kicked out of the Catalyst. He's a fucking rapist. And he tried to stab.
I love this. Have you noticed this is a thing now, thanks to the internet and cell phones, that you can, like, your way to fight somebody is to counter film them with your phone. Like, if somebody comes up filming you doing something, then you got to take yours out. And something I've noticed is a lot of times when that happens on the internet, it's usually like a white woman doing that, you know, a Karen type. Let me see your manager. Wait, why did I do that voice for a white woman? It's a let me speak to your manager type lady. I think when you see that in those videos, they're faking filming. This is a technique. You need to look into this. They're doing fake filming now to get back because they can't open the app in time. You know, some dumb old boomer woman doesn't know where the camera app is fast enough. So she's just holding the phone there and she's just pretending. She's just tapping, you know, and they're faking it because they'll hold the phone all crazy like this. Harlan, on the other hand, he really did it. I mean, we've seen his side of it.
2 kids.
Yeah, but it's apparently 3 girls now he's tried to rape. I don't know. He's talking about one at a karaoke bar. I don't know about that, but we do know Harlan does karaoke all the time. So the story checks out.
He tried to stab 2 kids at the Metro.
He tried to stab 2 kids at the Metro. I don't know exactly what the Metro is. We'll ask Driftwood.
This guy's so fucking mad.
Sam, how the fuck are you doing this?
You're a rapist, that's what. And you're racist.
He was there that night when I got kicked.
You're a rapist and you're racist.
The internet! The internet!
The shit. You're a racist, dude. Oh, you're assholes are racist.
The internet.
The internet!
Shit, bro. Complete. How am I racist?
So good. You're
I love all people.
Piece of shit. You guys nothing with this life. Why
What?
did you decide for? Because I thought you needed some more friends.
All you say is nigger this and nigger
I
that,
haven't told you a
nigger.
single fuck.
It's
There
a
you go.
Santa Cruz.
There you go. Okay, so great footage, right? How cool is that? And you love Driftwood, right? You love him? Well, let's talk to him. Let's get Driftwood on the line here. Let me make sure I don't have anything else I need to go over first. All right, let's talk to Driftwood. I've got his phone number here. Now, this is a guy, I mean, you know, he's on hard times right now. He's been having a tough time. I've been sort of following his story here, and not just the breakup with Santa Cruz Joker. Obviously, that who cares even? This image over my shoulder while we talk about this. Not only is that tough, but he's actually been going through some real rough stuff lately. And on top of everything, with everything else happening, he's a big-time skater. His skateboard broke, so he can't even skate anymore to try to get some of this off of his chest, get it out of his head. So I feel real bad for him. Let's call up Driftwood. Hopefully he answers, because a guy going through a tough time like this, you never know. But we'll try to get him on the line. He seemed eager to talk to me. We'll see what we can do here. All right, calling Driftwood. Here we go. Maybe he prefers Sam. I don't know. I don't know what he prefers being called.
I gotta go.
Yo, Driftwood. Hello? Sam?
Yo.
Hey, man, it's Jesse from Pod Awful.
Hey, it's Sammy.
Hey,
otherwise known as Driftwood.
Wait, what's that?
It's Samuel, otherwise known as Driftwood.
There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Driftwood. I'm going to call you Driftwood. I love you, Driftwood.
Yeah, thank you.
I've actually been going back through your, I didn't know you existed until recently. I've been going back to your Instagram and stuff, and I really enjoy your Instagram and your YouTube.
Thank you.
I appreciate you coming on. I know it's going to be difficult for you to talk about this stuff, but...
Oh, I don't mind. I'm heated as fuck.
You're heated. Yeah, and I don't blame you.
I got him saying online he wants to stab me.
I've seen that. And you're in a terrible spot right now, I know. And I know you've been having a tough time on top of all this stuff. So I want to try to help you out here tonight. But for the people out there, let's just go through this step by step here. How did you meet Harlan?
Well, my biological mom lives in Watsonville.
Mm-hmm.
I live on the streets. I've been on the streets since I was 13 because mom threw me out.
Wow.
And pretty much Harlan met me. I was smoking weed and all that. I thought he was a cool guy. He was dressed as the Joker. I thought that was kind of sick, so I was like, all right.
Okay, yeah.
Next thing you know, he started hitting me up every single time he came down. Like, do you got any weed? He always wants a front for weed. He still owes you $30.
Of course. He owes a lot of people a lot of money. We've seen him owing some.
He owes the Blue Lagoon $30.
Wow.
And he robbed an elderly lady for $200.
He robbed an elderly lady
for her last $200. He found that out from the secretary of the AA meeting. That's 2 years of sobriety.
Wow, that's insane. We saw on video, he was live streaming once, and we saw a guy.
Hey, bud.
We saw a guy come up to him.
Michael's with me too.
Hey, Michael, how you doing, buddy? I'd love to talk to you in a minute here. So we saw a guy come up to him on live stream once and say, "Hey, you owe my cousin $20," and Harlan was like, "Oh, I'll get it to you." Do you know anything about that?
He never paid him back.
Never paid him back.
Oh, he did pay. According to Michael, he paid him back.
He paid Darrell. My buddy Darrell came up to Harlan because Darrell's cousin Nell fronted him some weed, and he was supposed to pay him back, and Harlan paid Nell back the next day.
Okay. By the way, Michael, pleasure talking to you, buddy. I'm so glad you're here because we love you.
Are you from New York?
I am, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Pretty
up?
much like, yeah, me and Harlan used to be best buds. He'd get me drunk every single day. I'd smoke him out and this and that. And then when I wouldn't want to smoke him out, he'd send me this hateful messages. I'm like, oh, well, you probably have mental health disorders. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I dealt with that.
Tell me what happened. What exactly happened when it comes to your fallout with him?
Well, pretty much, the person of the Blue Lagoon told me that he was making racist videos, and they were talking about that racist video that you put up.
Yeah.
About Harlan.
Yep.
I saw that. I went furious.
Of course, and you should be.
So I started to dig up some research.
But let me ask you this. Let me interrupt real quick, Driftwood. Let me ask you this. Because people are going to bring this up, and I don't want anybody taking anything out of context here, but there was that live stream Harlan did. There's that video of you guys walking around, and you and Michael and some other guys are walking with Harlan, and you keep saying the if I can just say it just for the record here, nigger burgers.
I don't mind.
Thank you so much. Nigger burgers. You guys were saying that. Now, what I want to point out here is, and this is just my theory, I want to hear your opinion on this. My guess is...
Sorry, somebody asked me for crystal meth. I told him to get the fuck out.
No problem. Happens all the time. My problem here is I'm guessing Harlan's your boy. You guys are brothers. He's been your good friend for years. At that time, if he had joined in with you guys saying it, joking around, you wouldn't have had a problem with it, right?
No, not at all.
Of course. But the problem comes when it turns out it's real, when you mean
And
it.
then you got to realize how drunk we were when we were saying that shit.
Of course.
We were just making prank calls, having fun.
Exactly. And, of course, Harlan was on recording you making that prank call to the restaurant. Okay. So I just wanted to get that out there because people are going to say stuff about that. Harlan's going to make excuses about you saying these things. But I know, I mean, just when you're actually friends with somebody, you don't care what they say. It's when they're saying it behind your back.
I'm half white, black, Irish, Scottish, Celtic, African American, Jamaican. I'm a mutt.
Right.
I don't care what race somebody is.
And is Michael half black, half Filipino?
Yeah.
No, I'm half black, Native American, Italian, Russian, and Jewish.
Wow. A lot of stuff going on there. Jewish too. So, okay. So you guys, you are allowed to, because he was telling Michael, I think, he's not allowed to say kike. And obviously, if you're part Jewish, you can say that.
Yeah.
So he was telling you guys, you're not allowed to say this, you're not allowed to say that. And I think that's crazy on his part, especially when he's going around. He sent me a message one time going, nigger, nigger, nigger. And he's calling me that. I'm just a white guy. And he's calling me that.
I saw that video. I just wasn't able to find it and show it to Sam.
Right. And
he sent messages to Michael calling me nigger this and nigger that.
Wow. So he was calling you that behind your back.
Yes.
Incredible.
You can even ask Michael.
And Michael.
Yeah, that's.
Michael.
And another thing.
Go ahead.
Just what I was about to say, like Driftwood said, he sounded like a cool guy at first. I met him through my buddy Charles Hillman.
Okay. And who's Charles Hellman to you?
He used to be my boss at Taco Bell in downtown, and me and him, he's been going to the what's it called, Coasters karaoke at the Boardwalk since he was a kid.
Right.
That's how he met Harlan.
Okay. And so you
and
guys.
when he said there's one incident of attempted rape, there's 3.
Yeah, I just heard that we were just playing a video of yours, and we heard that. We're going to talk about that too. Now, Michael, let me ask you this: Did you see the video where we first got introduced to you?
No.
Okay, so I didn't know your name in that video. He didn't say it in that video, so we didn't know what to call you. I've been calling you Iggly Buff. Are you okay with that?
Calling me what?
Iggly Buff, like the Pokemon?
Yeah, that's fine.
I'll tell you why we called you that. I think you're great. I think you're precious. I think you're cute. I think you're a nice guy. I think you're probably one of Harlan's best friends, one of the greatest guys out there. I think you need to be protected at all costs. I'd love to fly you out here, keep you around, have you as a friend.
I mean, honestly, me and my dad have been trying to go back to New York, but we just haven't had the money to do that.
Right.
And I've been really wanting to go this summer.
Well, maybe we can make that happen for you, Iggly Buff. I'd love to do it. Now, let's get back to what's going on with Harlan, all the accusations here. Driftwood, you, of course, were saying that he's had 3 rape incidents. Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
Remember the incident you posted in 2017?
No, I'm not sure. What is that one? Explain that one to me.
The rookie rapist, the one I posted.
The one I was talking about actually happened just the other day.
Oh, so that would make 4.
Actually, Michael was there for that one, according to photos we've
last
seen.
month, me and Michael were there when he got kicked out of the Catalyst for trying to roofie girl last month.
Okay, I think that's the one. I think that's the one we're talking about.
Yeah, and then in 2017, he got kicked out of the Catalyst again for trying to do that.
So now we know for sure the reason he got kicked out in 2017 is that reason.
I got the report on my phone and I posted it on Instagram.
Okay, now let me ask Michael this, because Michael, you were there. Were you both there with him the other last month?
Yeah.
Yes, I was. But at the time, I wasn't. I was kind of coherent, kind of not, because I was stoned.
Right, I understand. And don't worry about it. I'm not accusing you of anything. Again, you're precious. You need to be protected. But here's the thing. I think I saw a photograph, or I saw a video rather. The girl, the victim in this case, actually is the one who contacted me about all that. She sent me a video, and I believe were you dressed as Bane that night?
Yes.
The Santa Cruz
He was
Bane.
dressed as Bane.
Okay, perfect. So this corroborates everything. So I saw you behind Harlan. Now, Harlan, how much would you say he weighs, by the way?
About like 240 pounds. He's a fat dude.
He said he was 245, around that.
Ooh, he said 245 because he says on the internet 220. I'm thinking 300. But anyway, he was blocking you. The reason I ask is he was very large, and so he was blocking you, so I could just barely see you, but I could make out the Bane coat. And I was pretty sure you were there. Now, did you know he was there to drug a bitch?
No, I didn't.
We didn't know until after the fact when he got kicked out.
Did you have any idea that he has done this before that night?
No, not until now.
Do you
when
know,
I looked up his past.
Do you know what possible drug he could have been using?
I really don't know. I'm pretty sure it was just some type of roofie.
Okay. And do you know where he might have gotten it from?
Well, you can get that anywhere in Watsonville.
It's easy, right? Super
yes,
easy.
in Watsonville, there's a whole bunch of gangbangers all over the place. And drug addicts.
Let me ask you this. What does Harlan do for a living?
Nothing. He lives in his little
shitty hotel in Watsonville that has cockroaches in it.
Right. And so he does not have a job because he says on the internet that he's a lab assistant.
He has He has no job. I make more money than him, and I live on the SSI.
Damn, and I've seen Driftwood post up that money on Instagram too. He's laying them out, boy. Got them fat stacks. So yeah, okay. And Harlan, does he live off of SSI or something similar?
He lives on SSI because I live on SSI and do construction on the side.
Nice. All right. Yeah, and I've seen you in your videos doing the construction, going to pick up stuff. So that checks out.
Yeah.
So Harlan he's
I'll be right back.
So what you're saying is Harlan is a liar.
Yeah, he's a lying piece of dirt.
Okay, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. Now, let me check. We've got a chat room here. I just want to see if anybody in the chat had any questions. They're saying,
and a while ago, that's a couple nights ago, I hit him up about that racist video.
Yeah.
He tried to deny all of it and lie and say it wasn't true. I'm like, dude, this is your voice. These are your words.
They're his words. Now, you were there with him when he got kicked out of the Catalyst?
Yes, I was with Michael.
Did you hear what the reason they had? What reason did they give him for kicking him out?
I was sober that day, and pretty much supposedly he was trying to mess with some girls and stuff. And then there was one of the girls told me that he tried to roof her.
So the girl told you that?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, now did you...
They're like, why are you hanging out with this dude? He tried to roofie me.
Did you see the man who kicked Harlan out?
That was the bouncer.
Okay, do you remember what he looked like?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Do you remember...
And he got kicked out of the karaoke bar over there near the beach.
Now,
where they do bowling at for...
What happened with that incident?
The Boardwalk Bowl?
Right.
He got kicked out of there for trying to roofie a girl.
Now,
I found that report online.
So that's online?
Yes.
Okay.
All the instances that I started digging up show 3 attempts on there. So there's the attempt of him last month, and then the attempt of him in 2017, which I posted on my Instagram.
Right.
And then there's the report of him doing it at the Boardwalk Bowl.
Do you... What happened with the teenagers he tried to stab? There was something about that?
Oh, yeah. I got the full story on that.
Let's hear that one.
Pretty much, these friends of mine, they're like 15 skateboarders. They're other Instagram followers of mine and people I skateboard with. You know what I mean?
Of course.
And supposedly Harlan was looking kind of fat and just being a little bit disrespectful.
Okay.
And they're like, dude, you look like a. Can I cuss on this?
Absolutely. Say the worst things you want to say.
They're like, dude, you look like a faggot.
Nice.
And he said that. They said that to him.
Right.
And he pulled out a knife and tried to stab him.
Which is kind of true.
Yes.
Yeah, it is kind of true.
And then
is that Michael
he tried
saying
to stab
that?
my other friend too.
Okay. Now, hang on. Is that Michael agreeing with that?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me ask Michael something real quick. Michael, you're pretty close with him. Are you scared at all for doing this?
Yeah.
Do you think he might actually attack you guys?
Well, he knows that if he attacks me, I got a pass. I'll murder him.
Damn. What do you mean you have a pass?
Well, I've done things in my past that I'd rather not talk about.
Oh, wait, past. I'm sorry. I thought you said a pass, like P-A-S-S, a past. I understand. We don't have to talk about that. Listen, I told, because there's that video of him saying you're a murderer, you're a murderer. We don't have to talk about that. I already let the people know you did what you had to do. It's self-defense. You did what you had to do.
Yeah.
It's hard out there on them streets, and we know
He just would say is there's been a time or two where someone's tried to do sexual things to me, and I had to stab him.
That is 100% justified. So don't feel bad about that. Now, Harlan, has he ever been in a fight, or has he? I mean, have you ever seen him actually do anything?
No. The only thing I ever see him do is wave his weapon around and talk shit. Like one time he was trying to start a fight with 2 white boys, thinking that I was going to have his back. I'm like, no, fuck you. I got a broken wrist. Why would I have your back?
Right. And let me ask you this. Somebody in our chat room actually wanted me to ask you, is your wrist okay? Because we've seen on your Instagram you had the broken wrist.
It's all right.
Okay.
The same night I broke it, some dude stuck a punch me in the face, and I knocked him out in front of Blue Lagoon. He got 5 staples in the back of his head.
Damn. And again, I want to clear this up one more time because our chat room, they're a little bit behind here, so I'm seeing some messages here. I just want to say, again, if something, let me just say it to them like this. If you found if you're on the streets where it's real tough and you've had somebody trying to do sexual stuff to you, ask yourself what you would do in that situation before you cast aspersions here, okay?
I would stab him in the neck.
And that's what Driftwood would do, okay? So, and I would too, by the way. And if Harlan tried to do anything to Michael, who is precious and must be protected, what would happen?
Let's just say Harlan won't be walking around no more. I'll make him crippled.
Now, what are we going to do? Because I know Harlan has the same, he's got the same routine every night, right? He goes to the cafe, puts on his
Not
makeup.
every night, more like Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Saturdays.
Okay, but a lot of times. So, I mean, so Fridays then, not Sunday nights?
Not Sundays much.
Okay, so we got nothing to
But
worry.
I get this weird feeling though that, like, I know this is something weird about me, that I have this weird thing about me.
Okay.
Whenever I've been with someone for a certain period of time,
right,
and then I stop hanging out with them and we're not cool anymore, I always get a weird feeling that they're going to be in a town a certain night, and then they end up being in town that night.
So you're sort of prescient that way. You can sort of predict that kind of thing.
He thinks Harlan's going to be here tonight.
And that could happen. And what I'm trying to get at here is, I mean, what if it happens and you guys are sitting here and he hates me? If you think he's mad at you right now, Driftwood, he hates me. I live inside his brain.
Last time I hit him up, I made a video calling him a rapist.
Yeah.
He wouldn't even lay hands on me. He was scared.
Okay.
He knows where I'll take it.
I am worried. I got to admit, I am worried for you guys, and I don't want anything to happen. I don't want to get to the point where it's got to be a self-defense situation for you guys.
Don't worry about that. He's a pussy. He's small fry. I've been to prison. He ain't nothing.
Same here. I agree, but I don't know if you know this. He actually posted on Instagram. He's actually trying to get physically fit to fight you.
What are you gonna do? Go on a diet? Go to Jenny Craig?
He posted this image of himself flexing his muscle, saying, "I usually."
What muscle? That slab of fat?
Yeah, well, that's what I said. He says, "I usually don't look at them because they gross me out, but my biceps have been losing a lot of extra flap since I've been doing push-ups." He's claiming he's doing push-ups now. Although I have to say, I looked at this image, and it looks like he's manipulated it somehow to look like his fat is muscle. Like, this is not what a muscle looks like.
I can do handstand push-ups.
He looks like he's trying to do Popeye muscles here, so I don't think it's real.
He ain't got that.
No, he doesn't.
I'm like,
really.
dude, the dude had his own man titties. He's that fat. He got to wear a bra.
Yeah, when he says he's 220, I always wonder, in what...
I lifted him up a while, not so long ago. He's more like 245, 250. I picked him up off the ground. I was about to suplex him.
I'd say
he's running his mouth.
I'd say he's got to be 300 pounds. He says 220. I say which titty? You know what I mean? So
I'm thinking 240, 260.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna defer to your judgment on it. How tall is he?
Is
he short?
Like 5'10".
Like 5'10".
Nah, he must be wearing lifts. So anyway, I do want
Maybe
to
5'11".
I do want to make sure you guys are okay. I don't want anything bad happening. I want to make a suggestion to you. Okay?
Yeah.
And I know it's going to be one, or at least I think it's going to be one you're probably not going to like, but I think it is for the best. And I do have your best interest in mind here. Harlan is making these death threats. He does carry around these knives. He does do all this shit. I know this isn't the way to do things normally. I think it might be time to call the cops on him. Because and I'll tell you why. It's not just for you guys' safety. Mostly, I think Driftwood, you can carry yourself, but Michael, you're a smaller guy. I don't know.
Well, I think he's too afraid to touch Michael because he knows I see Michael as my little brother. He knows what I'll do to him.
Well, I'll tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. The who can't take care of themselves, who can't necessarily fight back, are the women he tries to rape. And,
yes.
And the girl who contacted me
a while ago, he asked me to help him beat up some guy in a wheelchair.
Wow.
I got that message on my Instagram.
That's horrific. So
he was messing with a guy in a wheelchair, and the dude's friend knocked him up, and he asked me to fight the guy in the wheelchair and the guy that knocked him up.
So that's what...
And I told him, hell no, I broke my leg once. You think I'm going to mess with the crippled? No.
Exactly. And here's the thing. That's what weak people do. Weak people prey on weaker people. You know what I mean? And so this is why I'm saying I think maybe you go to a cop and you say, listen, that guy who dresses as the Joker, you know who I'm talking about, he's threatening not just me, other people, all sorts of homeless people, by the way. He's made many videos threatening the lives of homeless people. And he's saying he's going to kill, and he's brandishing knives. And don't do it for yourself, but do it for the girls out there. And I'll tell you why. The girl who contacted me about him trying to rape her, she tried to get the cops to do something, and they wouldn't do anything. So,
wow,
that's where we're at with it. And I'll be honest with you, he's also threatening me. Now, he has sent me a death threat. He says he's got people trying to find my address. He's going to come kill me.
Here's what you'll find funny.
Go ahead.
There's a Southsider from the gang that's out looking for him, trying to hunt him down.
Right. Now, I don't... Listen, I mean, that's one thing, and I'm not going to even speak on that because that's...
And I got hella friends that are trying to hunt him down, too.
Right. And I've seen the messages. I've seen all that. I can't condone that legally. I can't condone that. What's got to happen's got to happen. You feel me? But...
Well, it didn't start out like that until he started threatening to stab me. Didn't all my friends got mad.
Of course. No, your life is threatened. But that's why you are now legally clear and morally clear to try to get him arrested. I wouldn't normally do that. I think bringing the cops...
I almost punched him in the face about a month ago because he pulled out a bottle of alcohol in front of my mom's house. My mom has 27 years of sobriety.
Wow. That's... I can't stand that sort of thing myself. So, and I know... And forgive me, I don't want to bring up anything hard here for you. I know what happened with your father and everything recently. And so...
Yeah, I've been relapse mode ever since that happened. Drinking.
I know.
Doing this and that. That's why dealing with Harlan is just like...
It's been tough.
Putting ashes into a volcano.
It's been tough. And I know your father was sober for a very long time.
Yeah, very.
He had a sobriety. So that's very disrespectful for Harlan to do. I'm saying I don't think it's... I wouldn't normally go to the cops on anything, personally. But I think it's gotten to a level where Harlan needs to understand there are consequences. And I think, sure, there's those guys out there, maybe they'll take care of him, maybe they won't, you know what I mean? But I don't even think, I don't think that's necessarily...
Thing is, Harlan has dirt on me. He knows, he's seen a lot of shit that I've done downtown in self-defense. He couldn't get me arrested if I ratted him up.
No, because the thing is, they're not, that's something you do for high-profile. You're thinking like, oh, he'll try to trade you in for a lesser thing. They only do that for high-profile stuff. That's not going to happen.
Okay.
Trust me. You're safe. You're safe. If Harlan even tried that, by the way, they would laugh him out of the room. Well, they'd laugh him back into his jail cell. I'm telling you, for the sake of the women, for the sake of our precious Iggly Buff Michael, I think...
If he puts Michael in danger, I will call the cops.
I think it's time now. I think he's already put him in danger. I think Michael talking to me has put him in danger.
That's what my mom's saying, too.
And here's the thing. I don't want to put him in danger. I love Michael. But I think he did a very brave thing talking to me tonight. And
Mm-hmm.
I think that's put him in a bad place because Harlan's going to have very few people left on his side very soon. And when he's got no one else left, nothing's going to stop him at that point. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he told Michael the other day, here's the deal. Me and you could be friends, but you got to pick a friend, me or Sammy. And Michael said, I choose Sammy. Bye, Felicia.
Nice. I'm glad. And I think that's a smarter choice, personally. I don't think Harlan's a good guy in a very spiritual way. And that's why I say...
Yeah, by the way...
go ahead.
By the way, I also started noticing, like, the first few times I hung out with him, he was nice and this and that. But then later on, before I started to stop being his friend, I found out he's really cruel and abusive.
Yeah. Well, we've watched him talk to you, Michael, and he treats you not like a friend, not even like a human, like a pet. He treats you like...
He uses both of us.
Yes, he does. And he treats both of you guys sort of like animals.
He thinks when he picks a fight, we're going to have his back. I'm like, no. He thinks we're going to smoke him out for free, and he wants to bum all of our cigarettes.
Right. I saw him steal one of Michael's cigarettes and walk away with it. And I saw him hit you in the face. I've seen him pat Michael on the head like he's a dog.
Oh, he's never punched me.
Well, I actually just played it. You probably don't remember this because you were drunk. But in the live stream, one of the times you ran up and said nigger burgers into camera, he literally hit you like it was an open palm. It wasn't a fist, but he hit you in the face, and then he immediately starts apologizing. But he meant it. He was doing it for real.
Oh, I remember that.
You know what I'm saying? And that was him.
He got scared of me after that.
Exactly. And that was him showing his true colors. That's not a friend. A friend doesn't do that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
He's never been a friend. He just acted like it and used me.
I tell you,
I could smoke him out. I
tell you what. Let's make a deal, because I think we're in a dangerous spot, and I do worry for the women of Santa Cruz, and I worry a little bit for Michael as well. And,
yeah, me too.
And honestly, I worry a little bit for myself because he's talking about trying to get me too, and I'm out in Santa Cruz. So here's the thing, if you will talk to a police officer about him, just at least mention this stuff. Say he's roofing girls and he's threatening me and my friends with a knife. If you'll talk to him, I will also call the cops and tell them about the death threats he made against me.
I think the first thing I would have to do is talk to my probation officer about it.
That's a great idea. Yeah, absolutely. I think you should, because
see what he says.
And by the way, your probation officer has a vested interest in making sure that nothing bad happens to you. I mean, that's the point.
I'm violating probation right now because I'm carrying a knife on me so he doesn't try to stick me.
Hell yeah, brother. And you tell the probation officer, listen, you don't tell him about the knife, but you say, listen, I'm in a situation right now because of this guy where I feel like I need to be able to defend myself. And to be able to do that, I'm going to have to break my probation. You don't tell him you did. You just tell him I'll have to. So what are we going to do about that? You put him in that position, and I will also help you guys out. I will also contact him about he has committed real actionable crimes here on the internet. These are his crimes. And it's time.
And a while back, when I fought some dude 3 times in a row, we tried to leave, and he was yelling death threats all the way down the street, letting them know where we were at. And they almost found us because of his loud mouth. And that's the kind of guy he is. He'll threaten people, all that, when he's scared, but he doesn't actually do it unless he does it from behind like a little girl.
Yeah, I mean, that we know he's a worm. He's a worm. He's a bad guy. He preys on the weak, and it's time.
And honestly, I just want to beat the shit out of him.
I know, but I don't want anything happening to you. Listen.
I'll go back to prison for about 9 years if I do that.
And don't do it, man. I'm trying to help you out here. Don't do it. Talk to your probation officer. Tell him.
I'll talk to my PO and see what he says.
Let's do that.
He'll probably make the report himself because he knows how violent I am. I've been arrested 28 times.
Damn.
I've been to prison once.
Yeah, I've been arrested
I got complex PTSD.
Listen, I've been arrested too. I'm right there with you. I know what it's like. I know these streets, and I know I know it's not looked nicely upon when it comes to, snitching. But I think in this case, since he's forcing you to break your probation, you've got the right. I think you've got the right. I think I've got the right. I think Michael's got the right. I think we're all in the clear here. And I want to do this too. If we can make sure we can set you up here try to get you back on the right track. I don't like seeing you go through this tough time. You broke your you broke a skateboard recently, didn't you?
My mom took my skateboard because I broke my wrist.
Oh, I see. She took it away from you. So you're not able to skate anymore?
Not until my wrist heals.
I got you. Okay.
If I had my skateboard on me the other night when I made that video, I would have hit Joker in the face with it.
I got you. I thought you had.
I would have gave no fuck.
I thought, well, I'm glad then you didn't have it. I thought it was because you had broken it, you couldn't skate.
Nah.
I'm sitting here thinking, oh my God, he's having this tough time right now, and now he can't even do his favorite thing, skating.
Yeah.
So
I would have told him, like, you want to see a nigga moment? Here, watch the skateboard go across your dome.
And crack and blood down. Well, why don't we do this? Can I send you something? I mean, can I get you some wheels for your skateboard or something? Let's do something nice for you here.
That would be blessed.
Okay, so we'll talk about that on Instagram. We'll try to make something happen. Maybe get Michael to follow me on Instagram or Facebook or something. We'll try to get something nice for him too, because I don't want you guys. I don't want you guys out there. I know it's tough out there in these streets, and I know that Santa Cruz Joker's making it a lot harder for you guys. I want to try to do something nice for you fellas, because you're really doing a brave thing here by talking to me about this. Even if you don't think Santa Cruz Joker had a chance against you, and I don't think he has one against you, maybe Michael, but
he's terrified of me.
Of course, but that said, he shouldn't be putting you in this situation because you're thinking about it. This is part of your life.
I've been hating him calling me a murderer online and shit because I've done some things in my past. I fucking hate that.
Right. So I don't think it's right, and I want to prove. Santa Cruz Joker. He's such a racist. He's such a bad guy, and he's a rapist on top of all of that. And he
sent me a message that pretty much shows him admitting to be a sex offender. He said, "It's real cute that you're calling me a sex offender, but you're a murderer. You're not any better than me." I was like, what?
That's a great point. And, he actually said something similar to that somewhere else, and somebody pointed that out. Yeah, he does not deny it. He doesn't deny being a sex offender. So I think that if he's going to call me a racist and all this kind of stuff, I'm a comedian. I just joke around. He's the real racist. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. I'm going to make something nice happen for you guys for doing something so brave. And and it's not. I'm not going to let him do this sort of thing. I think it's sick because he loves to act like he's a man of the people. He's a man of the homeless out there, and then every other thing out of his mouth.
He uses the homeless so they can smoke him out. He brings one bottle of alcohol and tries to share with everybody, and then he wants everybody to fund him weed and not pay him back.
And for a fact, like if
he owes me $30 and he won't pay me back.
For a fact that the second if he ever got kicked out of that shitty hotel he's sleeping in. Even for a minute.
Yeah, I've been inside his house.
Even for a minute, if he got kicked out of there, he'd be back at his mom's house. He'd have somebody. He would never actually be homeless.
Well, I don't know if he had a dad or not.
He doesn't. He murdered his father when he was young.
He did?
His dad died when he was very young. His dad actually had a swastika tattoo. He was a Nazi. And his dad went missing when Harlan was very young. And they didn't find his body for like 10 years or something. And it turns out Harlan probably did it.
Oh, wow.
So
why would Harlan kill another racist like him? That's hypocritical.
I guess because it's his dad. A lot of gay guys, they have that thing where they hate their dad.
Yeah, and he's been really effed up with Michael, too, because he got like some new boyfriend that acts like a weirdo. I swear to God, he acts like a sex offender, too. And
Harlan's got a boyfriend?
So what happened was I was feeling depressed and suicidal one night, and I passed by the Blue Lagoon, and Harlan... Will you get the fuck out of here? God. Sorry. Anyway, long story short, I was feeling depressed and this and that, and I passed Harlan, and he was with that guy. I guess his name is Daniel or something.
Right.
And Harlan offers to take me to Foster Freeze to get ice cream, and then once we get there, Daniel buys ice cream for himself, and Harlan doesn't even get me anything.
Damn. Now, see, that's a mean thing to do, to tell a guy you're going to get him ice cream and then not even get it for him. Now, how does he know this guy? I mean, who's this boyfriend? Where did he come from?
He's just some creep that...
I think he goes to UCSC.
Okay. All right. So somehow you
But he
met him there.
doesn't go out much. He just stays in his dorm all the time.
Let me ask you this. We got some questions coming in from our chat room. I'm gonna let you guys go after this. But somebody asked, Igglybuff, has Santa Cruz Joker ever tried to molest you?
No.
Okay, good. Let's see. Driftwood, are you still staying in that hotel room?
The hotel room? You mean the one on the ocean?
I guess. I think it's from your Instagram story. So this is somebody else asking.
I only stay there like maybe once a week.
Oh, okay. I got you. Well, maybe we can help you out with something like that. Let's see what else we got here. So, do you have...
Because out of my SSI, I'm only having like 500 extra use for hotels, so I can only afford like maybe once a week.
I got you. Okay.
And the rest go to phone bill, probation, payee bills.
Where do you when you're not in the hotel? Where do you sleep?
Outside.
And where does Michael sleep?
He normally goes to his house.
Okay, so Michael's got a place.
Or Mason's.
Okay.
All right, stay in the tent with Driftwood.
Okay, so you're all over the place, but
yeah, I love Michael like a little brother.
So you don't, but Driftwood, you don't ever stay with your mom? She doesn't ever let you stay there?
I'm staying at my mom's house tonight.
Okay,
but
so sometimes.
It's trippy about my mom. It's my adopted mom. My real mom and dad beat me and threw me out at 13, so I stay at my adopted mom's house sometime.
Okay, I gotcha. What's the most embarrassing thing you've ever seen Harlan do?
Probably watching a while ago, some shit went down. Somebody that molested a friend of ours. We wanted to fight him and all that, and I had some, let's just say, some substances on me, if you know what I mean.
I gotcha. No, say no more.
And pretty much, I was all wanting to jump him, right?
Right.
And he starts pulling out his knife, yelling threats and all that. 2 minutes later, cops are there because he's yelling death threats.
Okay. I mean, he kind of causes a scene pretty often, huh?
Yeah, and it's like, how are we going to jump somebody when you're bringing the cops to us?
Now, we know that he's been arrested for shoplifting before. Do you know what he stole when he was arrested for shoplifting?
Alcohol.
He steals alcohol and food all the time.
Okay.
Every time
Not really food.
No, chicken nuggets and stuff.
Oh, yeah, food and alcohol.
Okay, I gotcha. That makes
sense. He can't even afford food. He's so broke.
What does the Joker claim to get Social Security? Do you know?
He lives in like a Social Security income hotel.
Yeah, but does he like say he's disabled or what is it?
Well, I know he got the food stamp card, and he's told me in the past that he lives on SSI. And then a while ago, when me and Mike were mad at him, he tried to lie about an interview at a job.
Right. Okay.
When really he just wanted us gone. Because he knew I was mad at him.
Okay.
And I wanted to fuck him up.
I see.
And he's all saying, I need to apologize to him. I'm like, why would I apologize to your racist ass?
Now, would you agree with this? We got a guy in the chat room. He's a little butthurt. I know what's going on here, but this guy, Matthew L., he says homeless people are boring liars. Would you agree with that? Do you think you're a boring liar?
No.
Okay. I would not either. I don't think so
When you live on the street, the word is all you have. It's like being in jail.
I think this guy's just hurt because he got cucked.
And there's some homeless people that are liars, but most of them tend to get dealt with by somebody because they burn the wrong bridge.
I know.
I've been on the street for a long time. If you're a liar, you don't do well.
A lot of times a person is just one bad day away from being homeless.
I'm like, the only person I'll lie to is the cops. And that's when they're about to arrest me. I'll do that any day.
Okay,
be honest.
I'm trying to keep up the chat room here. We got a lot of questions coming in. I'm just trying to get any questions in before we let you guys go.
I can answer any question you got. I don't mind.
Great. This is actually one from Michael. They say, Igglybuff, if you eat after midnight, do you turn into an evil gremlin?
Michael just went somewhere, but I was with Michael till like 1 o'clock last night.
And he didn't turn
into an evil gremlin.
Okay.
He's a sweetheart.
Okay, good. Does Harlan own a fedora?
Does he own a what? You mean a fedora hat?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he got one of those. It's a purple one.
Okay. Of course.
The guy dresses purple like pretty much like a fag.
Let me ask you this. Do you know where he bought the suit, the Joker suit?
He probably stole it.
Oh, he said he bought it for like $200 or something.
He don't have that money.
I didn't think so. Did he ever? Now I heard he used to work in retail. Did he ever work in retail?
He don't work at all.
Not even like a few years back, maybe 2 or 3 years ago.
I've known him for about like 4 or 5 years, so I doubt it.
Okay. All right. Yeah, he was saying he worked in retail, or somebody was telling me he worked in retail a while ago. I was thinking maybe he worked at a Hot Topic and he got a suit there. That was I thought.
No, the only place he'd be working is probably the corner where a pimp pulling him out.
Nice. Get it. All right, you know what? Actually, we're going to cut off the questions there. Let me just do this. Driftwood,
that was a good one, though.
That was a good one. That was a good one. And that's what makes me think of this. Driftwood, you're live right now. People are going to see this. I'm going to give you a chance to say whatever you want to say. You know, if it's to Harlan, about Harlan, or anything else you want to say, now's your moment, you know, to shine. Whatever you got to say, take it away.
Well, here's the deal. Harlan, he's been a good homie for a long time until I found out all this bullshit about him.
Right.
I would have loved it if he would have just admitted to me from the first off what he really was instead of fucking me over in the end and me wanting to hate him. Because if I knew that in the past, I would have left him and never been friends with him. You know what I mean? Because I grew attached to that nigga. And next thing you know, he does this shit.
So it would be true to say then he used to be a nigga and now he's not anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. It would be fair to say I would prefer him to admit his wrongdoings, like the rape and all that.
Of course.
So I never would have been associated with him in the past.
Right, of course. And
if I knew that, I would have just kept my way and probably beat his butt right there.
Nice. And sorry, one last question, because I saw a good one in the chat just now. How long have you known of Harlan being bisexual?
Not long until he started coming down with his boyfriends.
Okay, that's what I thought. Now, do you because
He told me when he first met me.
Oh, how long ago was that?
About a year. I've known him for a year.
Okay. Is it possible at all that he just is pretending to be bisexual so he's allowed to say faggot?
No. He's bisexual as hell.
He definitely fucks guys and sucks them off.
Yeah.
Drinks their cum and, really gets in there and fucking tickles their balls. And
he wants some of that cream.
He wants that cream. He wants to be like a ho-ho, filled with that cream. You think
he wants to be the guy getting pearl necklaces.
You think he's the bottom? Do you think he's the bottom or the top?
Oh, he's a receiver.
Definitely. He's the catcher.
Hey, like, you know what would happen if he ever went to prison?
Oh, yeah. He's dropped that soap on purpose.
Here's what he would do. He would bend over and say, please don't hurt me. I like it gentle.
I think he wouldn't mind rough. Is Michael there again?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Michael, I want to ask you, I just gave Driftwood a moment to speak. I want to give you the last word here because I think you're very brave for talking to me tonight, and I think you're precious, and I think you're great. So what I want you to do here is if you got anything you want to say, you're live. People are going to see this. More people are going to see this than any Santa Cruz Joker video. So anything you want to say about him, about your friendship, or about anything at all in this whole world?
I mean, it's like, I'm not trying to talk shit on him, really, but it's like, I just wish he turned out to be a decent person. And
I agree.
Instead of lying to, like, basically pretending to be somebody that he's not.
Wow. And by the way, you used to be the Santa Cruz Pennywise. What happened to that?
Well, what happened was, at first I was going to become the Santa Cruz Pennywise. It's still on my Instagram.
Right.
But I'm going to change it because I'm not going to become the Santa Cruz anything. I'm just going to be a cosplayer.
Okay, nice. So you're going to do lots of different things.
Yeah.
Can I make a suggestion?
Ask him to send this video to my
I'll send it to you. Don't worry. Let me make a suggestion, though, Michael. I think this would be interesting. I think this would be funny, too. I think you should start going around as the Joker and start claiming to be the new Santa Cruz Joker.
That would be funny.
Actually, as we speak, my parents are buying me the not the not the Heath Ledger's Joker, the Mark Hamill or Jack Nicholson's Joker, but they're buying me the Joaquin Phoenix's Joker costume.
Nice. That's very nice of them. So you're going to have the makeup and everything?
Yeah.
I think.
But I have to. I'm actually good at doing makeup, just not that kind of makeup.
Listen, you'll get good. It doesn't matter. You'll get good. I know you got it in you. I've seen your Pennywise. You look good. So here's what.
Harlan did that.
Oh, okay. Well, you'll figure it out. Listen, Harlan's stupid. If he can do it, you can do it. So
I do got one thing to say.
Yeah, go ahead.
I used to love Harlan like a brother.
Right, he was a brother.
But for him to do all these things now, it feels like betrayal.
It is betrayal. He's stabbing you in the back, which is of course the only place he could ever stab anybody, because if they saw him coming, they'd beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, it's true.
It's true.
So we loved that guy back in the day.
Maybe you both should start stabbing him in the back, not literally, but figuratively. Maybe both of you start dressing like the Joker, going around his usual spots when he goes there, and claiming you guys are the new Santa Cruz Jokers. I think
I'd be down.
That's amazing.
No, I got an even better idea.
No, you don't.
I know this might sound weird. Driftwood being Joker, and I'll be Harley Quinn.
Yes, I am down for that. Actually, you are right. That is a better idea. Make it happen. I want to see you guys out there. I want to see the makeup. Think of the look on his face when he sees you.
He's
guys.
going to hate us. Yeah, he already does hate me.
Well, how can he hate us anymore? He already does hate us.
I mean, he could hate. Trust me. I thought he could never hate me more, and every single week I make him hate me more. So I think you go to your Instagrams, you change your name to Santa Cruz Joker. You do the whole thing. You start posting photos of you walking around in Santa Cruz as the joke. He will lose his shit. It'll be so
I'm
funny.
so down.
We'll make it happen. We will make this happen. I promise you. Even if
Wait, what size?
I don't know if I could afford the outfits though.
We will get you the outfit.
do you wear?
We will get you the makeup. Whatever needs to happen to make this happen. We'll get people to donate
what
to make this
If
happen.
you can get me the makeup and the outfits, I'll wear that shit. And I'll do that.
100% we are doing this. Here's the thing. Send me, private message me on Instagram your address, and I'm gonna Amazon you a Joker costume, a full thing. Okay?
How would I get my costume, the Harley Quinn costume?
Well, I'll send it to Driftwood and he'll give it to you. Whatever we got to do to make it. Guys, donate right now. Whatever we can do to make, because these costumes can sometimes be. Let's get him let's get him a better one than Harlan's got. Holy shit. We're going to get you guys real, actual, nice costumes. All right, how tall are you? Driftwood, how tall are you?
I'm 5'10", 165 pounds.
All right, and Michael?
I'm about 5'6".
Okay, all right.
125.
Perfect. Okay, so I got your sizes. I can figure it out from there. Guys, I just need, if everybody can
And I wear a size 32 waist. So does Michael.
Everybody send $5, and I'll contribute too. And we're gonna get these guys nicer costumes than Harlan has, so they can go around. And here's the nice thing: you have these costumes, you can do a little panhandling, get a little extra change off of this too.
I know, right?
So make a little money doing it too. We're gonna help you out twice over here. I think this is gonna be great. I'm so excited for you guys. Driftwood, they can follow you on Instagram, Driftwood_AKA_Battle Samuel. It's a mouthful, man. But
I'll be right back. I have to use the restroom.
All right, Michael.
Michael's going to the restroom.
All right, Michael. Well, that's what we're going to say bye to Michael then. He's got to go pee-pee. But follow Samuel on Instagram. He's a nice guy. He's a great guy. And he will soon be one of Earth's new Jokers, along with Michael, who's Harley Quinn. And I'm so thankful for you guys calling in. Thank you so much, dude.
You're welcome.
And by the way, you lost a friend in Harlan, but you've gained a brother in me, okay?
Thank you.
I am your forever brother, I promise you.
Thank you so much.
All right, man. I'll talk to you later. Thank you.
All right. I'll send you my mom's address later tonight.
Terrific. Talk to you then.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Wow. Amazing. There you go. Amazing. Imagine being the guy who was so mad and quit the show, and he had to say that this was boring. How could you be bored by that? I just don't get it. And by the way, I have Igglybuff's phone number, so I can just call him whenever I want, just talk to him, love him, give him the attention he deserves, the respect he deserves. He's so beautiful. It's wonderful. I really do love him. And you saw the before we go here. Yeah, actually, hang on. I just need a second, okay? What just happened is insane.
And all I just said is I thank Dad for making me strong.
Join our cult on Facebook. podawful.com/cult.
We're live
Sunday,
Wednesday, and Friday,
8 p.m. Eastern.
8 p.m. Eastern
At podawful.tv.
At podawful.tv.
Buy something, cheapskate. podawful.com/store.
All right, so, man, what a ride that was. By the way, if you wanted to, I saw some people saying they donated already. I forgot to even say how to do that. If you do want to donate toward that, and I really will, I'm going to buy them. If you think I'm not going to do that, you're crazy. I will be buying the Joker costumes and Harley Quinn costumes. If you want to donate toward that, podawful.com/donate is the link. podawful.com/donate. Even if it's $1, I mean, anything counts toward it, right? And I will, I'll try to find the absolute best ones I can and send it to them. How great is that? And then, yeah, the nice thing is they'll be able to make money off of that. Speaking of, we don't run ads on the show. We don't have sponsors. So one of the things we do to keep this going, this is my only job. This is what I do for real. Like I don't have a day job. I'm like Harlan. I live off of SSI. No, I'm kidding. This is, believe it or not, somehow. As small as this channel is, as small as my podcast is, this is a lucrative business for me. And the way we make that keep happening, we sell T-shirts over in our store, podawful.shop. You can find it there. We've got, this amazing T-shirt I'm wearing tonight here is, of course, the Dark Future T-shirt. It's actually one of my favorite designs we've got. We've also got designs of the Goons. We've got Bob Hickman. We've got Mark Zuckerberg shirt, Zuck Hunt. We've got Ching Chang Chong. We've got a lot of stuff, a lot of really great ones. And, of course, a brand new one just came out, Jeffrey Epstein T-shirt. It's called Hang In There. Hillary Clinton murdering Jeffrey Epstein on the shirt. You really want to give your parents a shock? Go over and visit your parents while wearing this shirt. podawful.shop to check that out. We should get a Joker shirt going, huh? Gives me an idea. Who would want to wear a nice Santa Cruz Mr. Burgers shirt? Might be nice. I will say I want to give a shout out to Derek Brown from our cult, our Facebook cult. You saw the little ad for that there. We've got our Facebook group, podawful.com/cult. He posted in there today, just beautiful timing. He posted in there the amazing artwork that's on the thumbnail of this episode of the Santa Cruz Joker as the Hamburglar. And it's so good. It's so good, isn't it? I love that image. So I do want to shout him out for making that possible for the thumbnail tonight and the great job he did on that image. And that somebody already said we should turn that image into a shirt. I might have to talk to him about getting some rights for that artwork because it's very nice. I'll pay him. I'll pay him for that image. No problem there. Podawful.shop, though, if you want a shirt. I want to say happy birthday to Teresa in the chat room. Happy birthday. And I just found out that it's a different day. You're in tomorrow in Australia. So happy birthday to Teresa. Let's talk about Santa Cruz Joker here for a second. There's a little bit more I wanted. We looked at this image, and I've been having in the Facebook group, again, podawful.com/cult, if you want to join our Facebook group. In our Facebook group, I've been having our best autists try to figure out what's going on in this image, because the easy thing to say is that he photoshopped it to look like he's got a muscle, and I don't think this is an impressive muscle or anything. Don't get me wrong, but we've we've been looking at it because in my mind, it looks like he's doing that thing, that trick you do, where when you're a fat guy, you take the fat from the underside of your bicep and you use your thumb, you push it up with your thumb, and then you flex, and it looks like you got a big bicep. It looks like he's doing that because you can see on the bottom of his arm, there's that little curve there, as if he's taken his thumb and pushed it up. And then the muscle goes all the way from his non-existent shoulder to his elbow. That's not how a muscle works. It's not just a big lump. He's looking like Popeye, you know? It doesn't make any sense, but he's so proud of his little muscles there. And so I'm trying to figure out how he did it. He's clearly not doing that thing with pushing it up with his thumb because you can't see his other hand in the picture. There's no way. One of our beautiful autists was able to put it together that what he might have done here is he might have actually tied the sleeve real tight in the back while pushing the fat up to the top of his arm. Because if this wasn't fat, look, it's perfectly smooth here. There's no line. There's no definition from where the muscle is. This is clearly fat. So he's pushed it up here. I don't think it's photo manipulated. I don't think he knows how to do that. I'm very good with Photoshop. I can tell when something's a photo manipulation. That's not what's going on here. I think it might be that he tied his sleeve in the back to do that. We know he doesn't actually exercise. And how do we know that? Well, the Joker himself told us that over on Twitch while he was streaming a video game. Listen to this. This is so funny. This is, by the way, thanks to, I think it was Plank posting this in the cult.
An apple a day keeps the doctor away. You know how Joaquin Phoenix got so skinny for Joker? He literally ate an apple a day. That is madness to a man like me. I would at least need like a dozen apples a day.
Yeah, I would do it. You would definitely lose weight eating a dozen apples a day, Harlan.
But still, if I did that for a month, I'd probably lose like all the weight.
If I did that for a month, I'd lose all the weight. Well, you don't want to lose all. You got to have some of it or else you're not even a skeleton anymore.
I don't want to lose just that double chin that I've got. And there are exercises for that. Basically, if you like...
Dan Teak in the chat says it's absolutely looking doctored. It doesn't look doctored at all. It looks low resolution. And that's exactly why I know it doesn't look doctored, that image of the bicep, because a low-res image like that, if you were to try to liquefy tool it or smudge tool it or whatever, clone stamp, anything you try to do to it, especially liquefy, the pixels are already so gigantic on it from it being so resolution, it would be so obvious. It would just be too obvious. It's trust me, all right? I might know what I'm talking about here.
Chew gum vigorously, like take like 3 sticks of gum, put it in, and just like chew on it for like an hour. It'll work out all those muscles that will make that eventually go away. So I was like, okay.
So he's worried about down here. You know, this is the thing. He takes all these MySpace selfies of himself, you know, the fat girl MySpace selfie from above to try to look thin. And that's how he gets away with telling the internet he's 220 when in reality he's fucking, I still say 300 pounds, despite what Driftwood said. So I don't know, but I think he's trying to get rid of this. And he thinks chewing gum is the best exercise. 3 pieces of gum at a time.
How little effort can I put into losing weight? Because seriously,
you've been doing it.
Fuck exercise.
Fuck exercise.
I don't mind eating right. That's easy. I like salads. I like vegan food.
He posts sometimes his salads online. He'll post to his Instagram a salad he ate, and it's of course gigantic, filled with cheese and chicken, all this stuff. Or it's like, you know, croutons and salad dressing. He don't like no salad. He likes ranch.
I lower my sugar intake. That's one thing, but fuck, bro. Exercise blows.
Fuck exercise. Exercise blows. I don't disagree. I agree. But I'm not the one trying to chew gum to lose weight. So I thought that was interesting enough that we should probably take a look at that. Somebody also tweeted this to me. A guy named Owl on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, by the way. I'm at the N-word on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter at the N-word. He says, I thought you liked the homeless. So this is exactly what we're talking about with Driftwood tonight. Harlan and his hypocrisy when it comes to the homeless. Listen to this video right here. This might be an older one. I don't know if this was recent or not, but let's take a look.
Give me a reason.
Santa Cruz. Give me a reason to burn this entire county to the ground. To kill all the fucking homeless. To destroy all the fucking idiots. Give me a fucking reason. Give me a reason. Santa Cruz.
Give me a reason to kill the homeless. I mean, it's a good thing we're saving Igglybuff and, of course, Driftwood from Harlan's wrath. He is looking for any reason to just murder them all. It's terrifying. See what they're saying in the chat room before we go here. Just don't eat Harlan. I think I saw him on my 600-pound life. He said it was just water weight. That's probably true. 3 tablespoons of mayo, sugary rum. What are you going to do? That's an actual Harlan quote. I'd lose weight, but sugary rum. What are you going to do? Ice cream salad. Yeah, he has a nice ice cream salad. I love salad. Ice cream salad, meat salad, chocolate salad, any kind of salad. Chips salad. I get Lay's, I get Fritos, I get Doritos. You throw that together, you got yourself a salad going on, brother. Ooh, what's this? Go report pod off. Look at this. Thank you, Lila. This happened just a little while ago. I think maybe right before the stream began tonight. From the official Santa Cruz Joker page, before we'd even said anything, before we'd even done anything, the Santa Cruz Joker put on his Instagram story, go report Pod Awful's latest live stream. I hope somebody's out there recording this right now, because let me tell you something, Harlan. If this one goes down, buddy, your life, man. You have made actual death threats against me. We can make this happen. You said you'll never be arrested. Trust me. I just saw this, by the way. I had no idea this was coming. So perfect way to end the show, Harlan. Thank you so much for this. If this stream goes down, I don't think it will. I don't think I've done anything wrong here tonight except expose a rapist. But if this stream goes down tonight, buddy, trust me. We're going to be making sure something happens, all right? And I mean something legal. I'm talking about getting the cops involved. Unless, of course, and how would you know if this is true or not? But unless, of course, I already called the cops. I hope there's no investigations being done. Wait, what's this? Hang on a second. Now, I wasn't actually planning on showing this, but let me just go into my files here for a second. Let me see what we got here. Okay, yeah, that was just the other day. Let me see what this is. Bring this up here. Let me see if this... Okay, and one of these must be it here. Hang on just 1 second. 1 second. Okay, here we go.
Okay, and where are you located?
Okay, so where are you located? Hang on a second. Santa Cruz, California. Let's see.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so I'm going to have an officer come out to you.
Okay. Uh-oh. I'm going to have an officer come out to you. And what could this possibly be about? Let me see here.
Richmond Community.
Wait, hang on. Where is it? I want to report a crime. I want to report a crime, I say.
Okay, what kind of a crime?
A death threat against me. Uh-oh. Harlan. Come on, man. Harlan. Do you really want to report my live stream when you've been making death threats against me? By the way, let me just say this. I'm not asking anybody to go report all of his videos. Don't do that. Please do not do that. We need the evidence. Harlan, half your videos are death threats against me, you fool. You idiot. Oh, boy. How stupid can you get? You think you've got a 165 IQ? You galaxy brain. You idiot. How dumb do you get, bro?
podawful.pizza.
They've got great apples in jail. Come get them, boys. Some guy says, apathetic viewer says, I'm going to do that. I think he means report the videos. Go ahead. I've downloaded them all. The cops have already been here, and they literally recorded the video of him making a threat against me off of my phone. It's maybe one of the most surreal experiences I've ever had in my life, having to explain to a person why a man is wearing Joker makeup and that he's serious. Harlan, okay, bro. Good luck, rapist. You idiot. Anyway, join that pizza fund. We don't run ads on this show. I've demonetized my own YouTube channel years ago. I decided to no longer run ads on this channel. I don't want to waste your time, so instead we're fully fan-funded. We sell the merch, and we've got premium content every single week. We do 2 episodes of Pod Awful, the regular show, one just like the one that's free on Sundays. It's in the paywall section of the Pizza Fund over there, podawful.pizza, every Wednesday night. Every single Wednesday night. 2 episodes. 2 episodes. How crazy is that? We got another show we do every Friday night over in the Pizza Fund, podawful.pizza. Every single Friday night, a totally different show where we hang out with the listeners and they give me videos and content and stuff to play. It's crazy. We just had a great one this past Friday. It's called The Weekly Sacrifice. I hope you guys will check that out. I'm actually going to be releasing a clip from this past Friday's Weekly Sacrifice sometime this week. So make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. I don't usually tell people to bother with that sort of thing. It's kind of lame. It's kind of Harlan-y, if you know what I mean. It's a little elegant. But hit subscribe, hit the bell, and all that kind of shit. I guess it helps us out. Subscribe to our podcast. If you want to hear us on the go, this is also a podcast. You can subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, all the different podcast things. We're everywhere. Spotify. And let's keep this thing going. But if you really want to support us, if you got a little extra cash, you can join for as little as $1 a month. podawful.pizza. It gives you immediate access to hours and hours and sometimes years and years, depending on the level you join, worth of content. podawful.pizza. Thank you so much for joining me live tonight, guys. Thank you again to Driftwood and to Iggly Buff for joining me. That was so cool. I had so much fun. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Until next time, have an awful day.
Head over to podawful.com/iTunes and subscribe to us on iTunes. We're live every Sunday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern at podawful.tv. Love the show? Keep it going by donating to the Pizza Fund. podawful.com/support. And anything else you need is at podawful.com.
Wait, hang on. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. This is one of those things where we come back after the end. Harlan talking to me, watching his stream. So here's a guy, I won't say his name, but Harlan is watching the stream and talking to this guy. Let's listen to what this is. Hang on. I'm going to have to refresh the page here because I've got it muted. All right. This is breaking news just coming in.
Or I will kill you and I will find your family. I will rape your sister and your mother. I will brutally murder your fucking father. I will kill and destroy everything you've ever known and loved. Do not fucking harass me. You don't know who the fuck you're dealing with. You understand? You know fucking nothing about me.
Okay, well, yikes. Bye.